Hello guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current latest news as well right now. Apparently there's a bit more transfer rumours that has updated today. I've been looking at Sky Sports, I've been looking at ESPN, and Man United have got quite a few targets, on this radar, to get quite a few more players into the team. And Dries, Mertens, the Napoli player I mentioned to you a couple of weeks ago before, he's nearly age 30 now. Apparently the the ex-Serie A club director, something has confirmed that Man United are keeping a close eye on him, and they are actually interested in the player. You will get him for the reasonable fee now, considering he's nearly age 30 years old. He's a current forward. I think he's played on the flanks before as the player as well. But it did actually confirm that in August that I think a few teams interested, that Arsenal had been interested in Dries Mertens as well from Napoli, but obviously he signed a new deal until 2020. That's why it come to a conclusion. Arsenal pursuit of him. He's got a deal till 2020 as Dries Mertens. I think he signed this back in May. He's also won Belgium footballer of the year as well, and since 2011 he's made over 50 appearances for Belgium, has Dries Mertens from Napoli, but he is in sensational form. As I said, he's a forward. Last season the player had scored 28 goals in 35 appearances, and I think he got 9 assists as well, so that's very, very impressive. And this season he scored 7 goals in 7 appearances, as well as Dries Mertens. I think he's made well over a century appearances now for Napoli. I think they're sitting top are Napoli, are they, in a Serie A, but he's strong, he's quick, he's good in the air. I said he's good at leading the lines very, very well. He's a good crosser of the ball, as I said, but apparently I think in January, I think he's actually got a release clause of about 25, I think it's between 25 or 28 million pound or something like that, but apparently Manchester United are keeping a close eye out for him as well, because, Man United have got Lukaku that's hitting form. Man United have got young age talents like Rashford and Martial that have risen up the ranks very, very well and performing very, very well this season for the club. And he's a forward, he's Dries Mertens, and we've got Ibrahimovic coming back soon. So I don't think, in the attacking position is the most essential position where United need to strengthen up. I think we need a winger, especially we need a winger. I think presumably still may need someone at the left-back position as well. But obviously, Jose Mourinho is still tracking out trying to get... He's showed his interest in quite a couple of midfielders as well. And it's just been reported out as well that apparently... Fenerbahce have showed an interest in Manchester United. Daily Blind for Manchester United said they could convince, and maybe Fenerbahce may be willing to put a bid in for Daily Blind in January. Current left back who's only played 270 minutes for us this season. He can he can play centre back, play left back, he can even play as defensive mid, as I said, Daily Blind. Apparently Fenerbahce may be willing to consider to put a bid in January. I think he's been at United since 2014. His 4th season in the process with the club. And, he's won FA Cup, he's won Europa League with us, League Cup with us as well, Community Shield with us. But yeah, he's been at Old Trafford since 2014 as Daily Blind, and he's only played 270 minutes this season, so he hasn't had a lot of game time recently. Because at that left back now, we've got Ashley Young that's performing very, very well. We've got Luke Shaw, that left back, that's only played in the Burton game since he's fully returned back from injury and stuff. We've got Rojo still out of that left back position. So yeah. And Daily Blind basically has made 87 appearances in the Premier League for United. He scored 4 goals, assisted 5, and he has kept 30 clean sheets as well. But it's basically been reported that Fenerbahce could put a bid in for him in January as well in the process. But for me, yeah, I don't know who's Manchester United's next signing going to be. My instinct is going to be Antoine Griezmann from Atletico Madrid. That is my instinct. That's going to be Man United's next current signing in the process. As I said with Griezmann, it did say a couple of weeks ago that Man United were willing to put £88 million bid in for Antoine Griezmann. Obviously, he signed a new deal back in June, did Griezmann. we've got number 7 vacant. For commercial point of view, we don't keep it vacant. We haven't had basically a good number 7, since Cristiano Ronaldo, was at Manchester United. We've had quite a few number 7s, but I still think it's going to be Jose Mourinho's main priority target to get Antoine Griezmann, especially now that Diego Costa has actually made the move to he's gone back to Atletico Madrid after being at Chelsea for 3 years, was it? Did very, very well in them 3 years though with Chelsea. Obviously, Chelsea have got now Morata injured, so obviously, as I said, Conte is not satisfied with Chelsea's window, so he's looking to reinvest in the January window to get some of his main targets that he missed out on in the August window as well. But as I was saying about Griezmann, I still think Man United can get Griezmann because he did say he did want to come to Old Trafford. As I said, he estimated 6 out of 10 he was coming to Manchester United, but obviously due to the transfer ban, it didn't occur. But I think he's had discussions with Diego Simeone. This could be his last season with Atletico Madrid. He scored 28 goals in all competitions last season. He scored quite a few goals this season as well as Antoine Griezmann. Real Sociedad have risen up the ranks very, very well. Won the league with them. Also won the league with them. Very, very good for France. Very, very good in the Euros 2016 as well, Griezmann. He nearly made 2 century appearances for Real Sociedad, scored a lot of goals. For Atletico Madrid in La Liga, he's made over a century appearances, scored a lot of goals as well in the process as Antoine Griezmann. So I think Man United will go for maybe January, maybe next summer as well for the players. So we will basically see what happens. But he's strong, he's quick, he's a very, very good prolific goal scorer. He's Antoine Griezmann. There's a lot of good French players out there, as I said. So I think we could still get Antoine Griezmann next number 7. People are still saying about Alexis Sanchez. Could he potentially be Man United's next number 7? I really, really doubt it. Even though it did confirm when it reported about us that Man United still had an interest in Arsenal's Alexis Sanchez. Now Arsenal obviously targeting replacements because they're convinced that Sanchez and Ozil are going to go. And they haven't been the same team since Arsenal were the team I watched when they had Henry, Robert Perez, and Lundberg and Vieira. They were the team then, but they haven't been the same team for years. And, Wenger's been there for, over a decade and that now, maybe 2. So he's a good manager, but now there's Arsenal fans, as I said, last 2 or 3 years, they're beginning to lose patience with him. But one thing they can take for granted, they've got the record holders of the FA Cup from their perspective. Haven't won the league for a long time, as I said. But yeah, from their perspective, it's not very, very good. And, they raised a lot of money in the August window, for the departure of their players. So Arsenal obviously targeting replacements for the departure of their players. So with the Sanchez situation, it still said actually Man United could get Alexis Sanchez. But for me, I don't see it happening. I still think City emerge as the front runners to go on and get Alexis Sanchez because him and Pep Guardiola are fantastic together at Barcelona with Sanchez and Pep Guardiola. He risen up the ranks under knees. He's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons with Arsenal Football Club. As I said, he's made now over a century of appearances as Alexis Sanchez scored about 53 goals in the Premier League. 24 goals last season for Sanchez. He'd say, well, I'm willing to put a 75 million bid in, which would profit from a 40 million pound profit because they paid 35 million pound for him from Barcelona. It also confirmed, yes, City's still interested. Said Chelsea were interested in Alexis Sanchez. Who else? PSG is still tracking Alexis Sanchez as well. Considering PSG spent a lot of money, they still need to offload players to avoid financial fair play regulations. But Sanchez is coming to an end of his deal and he just said he wants Champions League football and he was demanding a higher wage. Arsenal didn't meet this and PSG didn't meet it. This is why PSG didn't get Alexis Sanchez the process. But he's coming to an end of his deal. Is Sanchez, but Arsenal would rather cash in on him rather than let him go for 3 next summer. But City was so close on deadline day of getting the pursuit of Sanchez, but didn't materialise. 50-60 million is a lot of money. Arsenal could have generated that money and got a player of Sanchez's calibre. Obviously, they couldn't find a replacement. This is why Sanchez didn't get offloaded in the process. But these teams still tracking Alexis Sanchez in the process. And I do keep saying, regarding Theo Walcott, not Theo Walcott, sorry, Mesut Ozil. So Arsenal could lose 2 players in January, maybe 3 players as well. So they're going to have to think about reinvesting. So Ozil's another one, heavily linked with Man United, as I said, in the last couple of days. Obviously, Mourinho's looking at still a couple of midfielders, a long-term players. Carrick, as I said, Fellaini, I presume he will sign a new deal, but the contract, signing a new deal of the contract is stalled at the moment. Got Herrera there, who hasn't played much in the midfield. So Jose Mourinho's still tracking a couple of midfielders. I think Jose Mourinho is actually key on he's key on Mesut Ozil because they were fantastic together at Real Madrid. Wood Ozil and Jose Mourinho. He's been leaking out in the press for 3 or 4 days. He did say he wants to go to either Real Madrid or Barcelona. Did Mesut Ozil in the process. He's a good player that can create chances. As I said, he's good at providing assists. You know, he's made over century appearances for Arsenal now. He's made over century appearances for Real Madrid, and he won honours with Real Madrid, and he's won about 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons with Arsenal Football Club. You know, also was in Bundesliga for 5 years. With more chance of landing Ozil than Sanchez for definite, in my opinion. But he was demanding a higher wage. Ozil was demanding about 350,000 a week, was he, something like that? But he is a good player. He does operate well in that number 10. But Man United have got number 10. You got Mkhitaryan that can perform well in that number 10, can play on the right. We've got Mata that's been playing on the right this season, but he can perform in number 10 as well. Do we really need Mesut Ozil, to be quite honest? Because we've got a good midfield. We've got Pogba injured. We've got Matic that's very, very good in the midfield. Very, very good breaking up the play, as I said. Got Fellaini there that's making a big impact, but obviously Man United need to secure him a new deal. We've got Juan Mata as well, who's been playing on the right, as I said. But yeah, do you think there's any truth behind this Mesut Ozil story that's been breaking out from the press in the last 2-3 days or something like that? So I don't really know, guys. I don't really know. But obviously he's coming to an end of his deal, and I don't think Arsenal are nowhere near close to securing Ozil a new deal with Arsenal Football Club. So yeah, and what were I going to say? As I've been updating you the last couple of days about, you know, with Javier Pastore, another player that Chelsea and Liverpool are apparently interested in as well. Javier Pastore, as I do keep updating you on that, Chelsea, Liverpool are interested in him. He's been at PSG 6 years. I think this is 7th season now with PSG. I think PSG are actually willing to offload him in January. I think he could be available for £26 million. Javi saw he's creative, he's tenacious, he's good in the air, he's very compassive, he's good at breaking up the play, as I said, good at driving forward. Javi Storey is a very, very good player, guys. So Chelsea, Liverpool are tracking him. How many goals did he score last season, Javier Pastore? None, but he scored 2 this season in 4 league appearances for Paris Saint-Germain. He's nearly made 2 century appearances now for Paris Saint-Germain. PSG had paid £40 million for him back in 2011 from Palmeiras. But he's a player that's very, very good. And as I do keep saying, you know, he's won quite a few honours as well. He's a player that in his first season, he scored 13 goals in 33 games. He also scored his first goal in Champions League in 2012. I think it was September 2012. And in 2014-15, the player had actually, you know, he'd been part of the team when Paris Saint-Germain had achieved that historic quadruple in Paris as well. He made over 50 appearances, got an award. In 2015-16, you know, he didn't feature much for Paris Saint-Germain due to that he was injured. I think he's wearing that number 10 now, is he? Since Zlatan's left, I think he's been wearing that number 10, you know. He used to wear that number 27 shirt, did Pastore. I think he used to wear that number 27 shirt. Yeah, but he's had a pretty good start to the campaign so far as the current player in the process. So it's saying Chelsea and Liverpool are interested in Javier Pastore as well. So Liverpool obviously and Chelsea, because as I said, Conte's not satisfied with Chelsea. He wasn't satisfied with Chelsea's August window. Reports Smith is saying he could go back, you know, to Italy, and AC Milan could get get Conte, but he's trying to resist this because obviously they're interested in Alexis Sanchez. He did confirm Chelsea were interested in Alexis Sanchez as well. I don't see that's going to happen because I don't think Arsenal are going to will to sell to a London rival to Chelsea. But yeah, it did say Chelsea's main priority target actually was Alex Sandro in the process, a player that was heavily linked to during the window. Conte in his second of the 3-year deal he signed with Chelsea. He won the Premier League title with them in his first season, did Conte, so that's very, very impressive. But Alex Sandro, Juventus, very, very good, as I said. Good tackler, good in the air, good at beating opponents as I said, guys. Very, very good at beating opponents. Is Dries, not Dries, Mertens. Alexandro, very distinctive in his play, can play anywhere on the left-hand flank. And what's being said is that Chelsea are going to show their interest in him in January, because obviously Juventus had did bids down from Chelsea for Alexandro. I think the turn two bids down. This is why Chelsea didn't get the pursuit of him. But Chelsea are going to show their interest back in January. But this January. He's a player, as I said, he's doing well with Juventus. This is his third season in the process. Won quite a few honours with them. He scored 3 goals last season. I think he scored this season as well. He's an ex-Porto player. He made about 87 appearances in the league with Porto. I think with them about 3 or 4 years. Also been at Santos on loan before, as well as Alex Sandro as well. And he's done very, very well, and he's won honours everywhere he's been as Alex Sandro. And we know in the last couple of years Juventus have lost quite a few key players as well. But a very, very good team in Italy. So that'll be Chelsea's main priority attack, because obviously Chelsea spent over 100 million in the window, but Conte still wasn't satisfied. They saw John Terry leave after 2 decades at the club. I think he went to Aston Villa. But Chelsea, got Rodiger, they got Bakayoko, they got Morata, Danny Drinkwater, and they saw Matic leave as well. But Morata's injured now, and he had a very, very good pedigree with Juventus, did well with Real Madrid, but he's injured now, so Chelsea are going to lack options up front, and plus Diego Costa's just left as well. So Chelsea are going to have plans in January as well. But yeah. But with Javi Story, it says Chelsea and Liverpool are interested in him as well. What else would I going to update you on? But yeah, I was saying about United earlier on, about this Lorenzo Pellegrini. I don't know if it's true. It's what Sheikh Hislop has suggested out, the ex-Premier League star, that Man United could sign Lorenzo Pellegrini. He's another youngster. He's 21 years of age, as I said. Risen up the ranks fantastically well with Roma. Joined in 2007, risen up the ranks, as I said. He's an academy of a graduate. Made his first team debut in 2015 for Roma, then went on to Sluso, made over 50 appearances for Sluso, so made a big impact. It was later that year in 2015, and then went back to Roma in 2017. Did the players that you say Man United could potentially sign him, and this is what the press are reporting. But as I was saying, about Dries Mertens as well, this is what it's leaked out. So he made 28 appearances last season. Sorry, not 28 appearances. He scored 28 goals last season, assisted 9 in 35 appearances. And the ex-club, the ex-Serie A club directors confirmed that Man United are interested. He scored 7 goals this season in 7 appearances. So he's in unbelievable form this season. He's nearly age 30. Very, very good for Belgium, as I said. Won Belgian Football of the Year. And he said he could have a release clause. I think it's between 25 or 28 million pound. But he signed a new deal back in May, I think, until 2020. Did the Napoli player. So this is why Arsenal didn't get the player, apparently. But as I do keep saying, going on about the best strikers, as I said, in the Premier League. You've got Lukaku now, 11 goals in all competitions. Morata doing very well for Chelsea. Lacazette doing very, very well for Arsenal. Kane, for me, still the best striker without a doubt in the Premier League, as I said. But he has, funnily enough, he's going to be worth a lot of money. He is going to be worth a hell of a lot of money, is Harry Kane. He's going to be worth well over £100 million, is Harry Kane now, definitely. His aggression in 3 years, Tottenham, Kane's been fantastic. Tottenham have been very, very consistent. Pochettino's a very, very good manager. And Tottenham have got a very, very good team in the process of that as well. So Tottenham have got a very, very good team in the process, guys, as well. But with Kane, won the Golden Boot last couple of years, as I said. Very, very good in September as well was Kane, just like Romelu Lukaku was. He's hit over a century goals now for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Very, very good, as I said. Alan Shearer scored 260 goals in his career. Kane, I presume, is going to actually easily beat that, in my opinion. Very, very good player, as I said. Won the Golden Boot last couple of years. Got a hat-trick in the Champions League. I think it was a hat-trick. Yeah, scored 2 against Borussia Dortmund. Scored 2 against Huddersfield. He just keeps scoring and scoring and scoring. Scored for England yesterday. He's just an absolutely fantastic, fantastic player. Is Harry Kane. Very, very good aerial threat. Good at leading the lines. And he's got that finishing product as Harry Kane. I do think he's better than Romelu Lukaku, but I still think Lukaku, I think he's on the same level as Ronaldo and Messi, Harry Kane, and he scored 6 goals this season in the Premier League, and I think 11 or 12 in all competitions. But he's saying Real Madrid are actually not bothered about how much he will cost. They may be willing to pay it. But Kane has not ruled out an exit from Tottenham, so he hasn't really said much regarding his future. I think he's happy with Tottenham Football Club. I do think he is happy with them, but he has not ruled out an exit, because obviously a player of his club wants to be winning trophies, he wants to be elevated to a higher level. But, these players may leave in 2-3 years if Tottenham aren't winning in trophies or are even competing, but they're doing very, very well this season. I said away from home, they're doing well. Wembley are not doing so good because they haven't won a Wembley yet this season, so that's what you've got to take into consideration, guys. But as I was going back to the Daley Blind situation, what it says is Fenerbahce are interested in Daley Blind. They could go over him in January. He's played 270 minutes this season. He's been at Old Trafford since 2014. He has made 87 appearances in the league, 87 appearances, 4 goals, 5 assists, and he's kept 30 clean sheets. Has Daley Blind at that left back position. So this is true or not? I do not really know, guys. But I've updated you with the Leon Goretzka quite a few times, haven't I, with Schalke? That's another midfielder. Reportedly, Manchester United are interested in Leon Goretzka from Schalke as well. Another young player. Did confirm the other week Man United are still interested in Nainggolan. So yeah, we will see what we will see what happens in the process, guys. So anyway, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below my channel. If you do, consider subscribe to my channel as always, and take it easy, guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.